welcome. This is a George Langevin Productions. I'm Matt DePalma bringing you the first game of the boys under 10 bracket. This is Ballistic United and San Diego Surf about to get underway. And there's the whistle, kickoff for the Surf. Early morning game, 9 o'clock here in North County, San Diego. This is the Surf Cup, one of the biggest tournaments on the West Coast. Early throw-in for Ballistic. And we'll get you the lineups as soon as there's a pause. This is boys under 10 action, and Surf trying to get it across midfield, finally dumps it into the corner. Surf taking it, that's number 8, Jack Tobin. Can't get the cross through, cleared out by Ballistic, throw-in for Surf. Taking the throw-in is number 4, Sean Howard. Trying to move it out of their defensive third is Ballistic. Bringing it just to midfield was number 2, Salvador Morales. And now back deep in the Ballistic zone. The ball was loose but cleared out. That was cleared out by number 5, Daniel Payne, but kept in the Ballistic zone by 5, Griffin Theriot. That's Theriot bringing it down the left side against Payne. Ballistic trying to work their way back into midfield area, trying to get it into Surf's defensive third. Been pretty busy in midfield thus far, and this is Ballistic's first real attempt to go downfield. But it's stolen here by number 8 for the Surf, that's Jack Tobin. Trying to bring it to the middle, there's number 10 there, Blake McAtee, and a shot from far out, that was number 2, Cameron Kahani. But saved by keeper Jeremy Stanley in net for Ballistic today. Ballistic having a tough time working it across midfield. Surf doing a good job. That's a great turn there by Blake McAtee for the Surf, and he brings it in and goes far post with it, beating goalie Jeremy Stanley. That was number 10, Blake McAtee, on the through ball from midfield. An early goal here for the Surf. Be interesting to see how it'll rebound here for the Ballistic. This early morning game, it's been a damp day here. A lot of dew on the ground. The ball's going to skip low, give the goalies a tough time. See if Ballistic can rebound from the early goal by the Surf. Surf doing a good job dumping it into the corner. Working over there is 2, Cameron Kahani for the Surf. Taking on a couple of Ballistic defenders, but finally it's cleared out to the touchline, Sean Howard. Excuse me, that was Stephen Daughtry. So the lineups for Ballistic United, we got number 2, Salvador Morales. Number 3 is Matthew Powell. 4 is Stephen Daughtry. 5, Daniel Payne. 6 is Jeffrey Klee. Now dumping it into the Surf, all the way to the keeper back there for the Surf, that's Alex Baracchini. And the Surf doing a good job pushing it all the way back up the field. Working hard up in the forward spot is Blake McAtee. Incidental ball back to the keeper, picked up by Jeremy Stanley. Finishing up 7 for the Ballistic is Jared Siegel. 8 is Jason Sarabin. 9, Jackson Still. 10 is Alex Kraus. 11, Colin Richardson. 12, Sahit Menon. And 13 in goal is Jeremy Stanley. Ballistic with their first real attack, dumping it in the corner right here. Working hard over there is 4, Stephen Daughtry. And it's out over the end line. Goal kick for Surf. The Surf lineup, number 1, Connor Link. Number 2 is Cameron Kahani. 4 is Sean Howard. 5, Griffin Theriot. 7, Jared Goldman. 8, Jack Tobin. 9, in goal is Alex Baracchini. Good job by the Ballistic, keeping the ball in their attacking third. Finally, it's cleared out by the Surf. That's Blake McAtee again, number 10, working hard up there. Dumps the ball off to number 8, squirting it just past the far post. That was Jack Tobin for the Surf. As I mentioned, 10 is Blake McAtee, 11 is Brian Aiken, 12, Chris Lee, 13, Jason Hill, 16 is Alex Lakianov. Goal kick for Ballistic. Played up to the mid. That's to Salvador Morales. Doing a good job playing it up to his forward, Jackson Still. Surf doing a good job of pushing the ball up from the middle, playing it up to their forwards. The sweeper for Ballistic 12, that's Sahit Menon. Doing a good job back there, trying to shut down Blake McAtee. Throw in for Ballistic. Actually, we're going to give him a free kick. And taking it is number 4, Stephen Doherty. Nice little flick there by number 11, Colin Richardson, into the corner. Surf nothing to do but to play it out to the touchline. Throw in taken by Ballistic. Trying to play it back into the middle is for Stephen Doherty. Now the counterattack for the Surf, played it through to Blake McAtee. See what he can do here in the corner, and nothing to do but play it out over the end line. Goal kick for Ballistic. So the Ballistic really have their hands full with the Surf offense. Blake McAtee working hard up there. They also have number 8, Jason Sarabin, working especially hard on this right side, this near side in the first half. Taking the goal kick, Sahit Menon. Good ball played past midfield, but no one there for Ballistic. Surf trying to work some small passes, but it's turned over in the middle of the field. And a nice through ball. There it is, Jason Sarabin running onto it into that corner, and it's Sahit Menon trying to stalemate him, not letting a cross over. But the cross does come through, and it's played towards the goal, just wide. Not too much for Jeremy Stanley to worry about. That shot came off the foot of number 2, Cameron Kahani. So it's Sahit Menon with another goal kick. Low line drive of a kick. Squirts through. That's number 9 there, Jackson Still. Not much for him to do with it there. Now playing it in the middle of the field, that's number 10, Alex Kraus. Plays it to 9, Still. Played through, but too far. Alex Baracchini able to collect it. The punt from Baracchini initially collected by the Ballistic, but turned over and played up by the Surf. Ends up in the hands of Sahit Menon, who dribbles it out of bounds. No support there for him. So it's a throw-in taken by Sean Howard for the Surf. Plays it back to Jared Goldman, number 7. Plays it, trying to get it across the field is 5, Griffin Theriot. And a turnover, 5, Daniel Payne taking the ball now down the right side, far side in this first half. And the ball is going to go over the end line for a corner for Ballistic. So this is their best chance thus far in the game. Corner almost halfway through this first half. Taking the corner will be number 2, Salvador Morales, the left footer. In swinger. And the keeper comes out, that's Alex Baracchini. Doesn't get his hands on it, but good enough for a counterattack for the Surf. That's Blake McAtee working hard over there, and Sahit Menon. That's going to be a big matchup for the rest of the game. Ball goes out of bounds for a Ballistic throw-in. Played into the middle, number 11 there, Colin Richardson. Trying to find that through ball on the right side, but it trickles out of bounds. Surf working on that far side. Not a lot of real estate over there, and it goes out of bounds for a Ballistic throw-in. Might be a good idea here to switch the field. No one in the left half side of this field. And they'll do it again. Ballistic with another throw-in, making their way down into the attacking third. Haven't really tested the keeper, Alex Baracchini, yet, but the first shot off the crossbar, that was number 2, Salvador Morales, with the first real good opportunity. Struck well to the high near far post, actually. Goes glancing off the crossbar. So just a matter of inches, and that ball's either still in play or in the back of the net. Able to work something that came off a couple of throw-ins they had there on the far side, ending up at the feet of Morales. Goal kick for the Surf. Good ball played, not one in the air. Ends up all the way back into the Ballistic defense. Ball played through on that far left side. That's Cameron Kahani. Good steal there, defensive steal. That's number 6, Jeffrey Klee. Turnover in the corner. Kahani working on that side, and it plays the ball all the way through. And finally, it finds its way in on a ball just trickling across the goal line. The Ballistic defense unable to clear it, and it was finally put away after the cross by Cameron Kahani. That was number 8, Jack Tobin there. Johnny on the spot, far side. And it's 2-0 now. In this opening game for both teams, boys under 11, San Diego Surf Cup, George Langevin Productions. And not wasting too much time is Ballistic, and there it is, there's a shot off the post, off the woodwork, and the ball rebounds on the far side. Number 10 there for the Ballistic, Alex Kraus, not able to get another shot off. That initial shot came off the foot of Jackson Still, number 9. So 2 balls in the last maybe 3 minutes for Ballistic off the post. One off the post, one off the crossbar. Ballistic threatening now. This is where San Diego would be most vulnerable after scoring the second goal right there. And that ball's played through, and Jackson Still goes down, no call. Maybe thought there was an obstruction, but play resumes. Ball collected by Alex Baracchini. Rolled out to his defender who plays it up the line here on this near side. No one really taking possession, but now it's number 2, Salvador Morales. And the ball makes its way to Cameron Kahani on the left side. The keeper comes out, and he's going to slip it by him. Jeremy Stanley couldn't do much with it. That's Cameron Kahani slipping it low past the keeper. Those low shots are going to be hard to stop today. As I mentioned, it's not a typical San Diego day. It's very humid. It might have rained last night here. It's been wet all morning. Parking lot's a big mud puddle, basically. So it's now 3-0 San Diego Surf here in this first half, and we have a substitution coming on as number 8 for the Ballistic, Jason Sarabin, off number 9, Jackson Still. So it's Morales playing the ball quickly, and Ballistic has been really good off their own kickoffs, being able to push it into the attacking third relatively quickly. They've put 2 off the post, as I mentioned, the crossbar and the post, both in the last 5 minutes. But it was the Surf able to come back after scoring that second goal and make it 3-0. Working hen is McAtee there on the right side. Ball played back to the keeper. It was played back by number 6, Jeffrey Klee, to Jeremy Stanley, the keeper. He played it back to Klee. And now it's Ballistic working it on this near side, playing it. Number 8 is Jason Sarabin to Morales. Morales working down the left side, gets by one defender. He's going to take that left-footed shot to the far post, and it's going to go in. Maybe caught a piece of the far post, but slips past number 9, the goalie, Alex Baracchini, for the Surf. So that brings it now to 3-1 Surf advantage. But the Ballistic are not going to go away quietly just yet. Still in the first half here. That was a huge goal for the Ballistic, able to bring it to just a 2-goal deficit, and we'll see a substitution here. Coming on is number 7, Jared Siegel. Off is 11, Colin Richardson. Surf with the kickoff. Up into the corner is number 8, Jack Tobin. 3 Ballistic defenders working on him and able to bring the ball out. Turned over in their defensive third toward the middle of the field. Playing it out to the corner is 10, McAtee. Over to number 8, Jack Tobin, who centers the ball, but it's collected easily enough. Jeremy Stanley. Stanley with a good punt past midfield circle. Now playing it in defense is 11 for the Surf, Brian Aiken. Plays it all the way through, and going back with a 50-50 ball was number 6 right there, Jeffrey Klee, kind of hanging his keeper, Jeremy Stanley, there out to dry. Expecting that ball to make it to him a little bit faster, but I believe that was 10, Blake McAtee, who's been all over the offensive third for the Surf, giving Jeremy Stanley some problems. Some clutter in the middle of the field, but emerging with it is the Surf. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on number 8, Jack Tobin, going the other way. Ballistic with the free kick. 3-1 here thus far in the game. Reaching the near end of the first half. 3 early goals by the Surf, but Ballistic able to come back with 1. Ball played up, but one in the air by the Surf defense. Number 4 over here for Ballistic, that's Stephen Daughtry. And squirted over there to the left side with the left-footed. That's a swing and a miss there by Cameron Kahani. He has a goal and an assist thus far in the game. And the Surf working hard in the middle. And another through ball played to Kahani, but collected by Jeremy Stanley. Actually, the ball went out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick for Ballistic. Stanley with the goal kick, played all the way up. That Ballistic attack is working hard, but the Surf move it to their midfield, and the Surf's had a pretty good job of keeping the ball in the midfield and moving it up to their forwards. And a ball not cleared there by the Ballistic, and it's Johnny on the spot. Blake McAtee able to sneak it in far post, so a little confusion in the Ballistic defense. They regain their 3-goal lead, 4-1 here, still in the first half. This is Field 20 at San Diego Surf Cup. George Langevin Productions, I'm Matt DePalma. So we're approaching halftime here in this opening game. There's a 9-10 start in the San Diego Surf Cup. 4-1, San Diego Surf over the Ballistic United squad. Trying to play the ball quickly there on the throw-in was number 12, Chris Lee. Played out of bounds by number 4, Stephen Daughtry.
Come on, Blake, get a footing.
And a long shot, a little half volley there from a distance. 7, Jared Goldman. Out of bounds for a goal kick, and it'll be Jeremy Stanley taking it. Ball played to the middle of the field, maybe looking to switch it, but it's won by the Surf. Now it's number 8 for Ballistic. That was Jared Sarabin. And emerging with it through the clutter is Morales. Now the ball on that far side for number 5, Daniel Payne. And it'll be Surf throw-in. Will be taken by Jason Hill. Little push from behind on Ballistic. Number 3, Matthew Powell. Free kick for the Surf. So not able to pin the Surf in their defensive third for Ballistic. Ballistic is going to be able to clear it out of here. Looking for their main man up in the forward, Blake McAtee, who's going to try and take it himself, and with a slide tackle just outside the box. I think that was number 4, Daughtry, and Blake went down hard. The referee's going to stop play, see if he's all right. And the referee wanted to get his hands on the ball, get everyone reset, and a punt from the keeper. So McAtee seems to be okay after the hard spill. Ballistic dumping it into the corner, but cleared out by the defense. And the ball played up again to McAtee, and he's going to turn on the afterburners and take it past the defense, but coming out to kick it away is Jeremy Stanley. Now it's number 8, Jason Sarabin, trying to work the ball out, but it will be a Surf throw-in. Good job there by Stanley coming off his line and being able to clear the ball when McAtee had the breakaway. Stanley's had a tough go of it thus far, giving up 4 goals. This Surf offense is overwhelming the Ballistic defense. They're going to have to make some adjustments at halftime. And a lot of white shirts there in that corner trying to get the ball out. And the ball not cleared, but deflected off the Surf, Blake McAtee, for a goal kick. Ball squirted away, and it was given a shot, but the ball had already gone out of bounds. Regardless, a goal kick for Jeremy Stanley. So the goal kick taken by Jeremy Stanley. Played up to midfield, but the Surf winning another ball. Playing it back up into their attacking third, the Ballistic defensive third. And not much they could do but clear it out of bounds. And another throw-in for the Surf. Surf trying to play the ball into the middle. And it found, that was number 13, Jason Hill, who played it back to McAtee, taking down that right side. The ball ends up still, and a hard shot taken in from close range by 12, Chris Lee, but he's gonna go over the crossbar. Haven't mentioned Sahit Menon's name much. He was starting out as a center defensive back. Moved over to the right side. We'll see if he ends up back in the middle on Blake McAtee in the second half. Goal kick's going to be taken by number 4, or that was number 6, Jeffrey Klee. Ball ends from a stalemate in midfield. And working over there is 3, Matthew Powell. Trying to find someone in the midfield, but there's just no one there for Ballistic. San Diego's gonna toss it back up into the empty space, but played back by the Ballistic defense to their keeper, who will clear it out. And now trying to mount some sort of a counterattack here is the Ballistic. Not getting much done. Surf player goes down, but no call. Working hard over there. Again, 10, Alex Kraus. Dishes it off to number 3, Matthew Powell, with a low shot, but collected by Baracchini. Kind of a miss kick there by Baracchini, but it ends up all right into the midfield for the Surf. And they had McAtee over on this right side, but the ball played a little bit too strong to the middle and collected by Jeremy Stanley. Good punt there. Let's see if the Ballistic can send something through. Clearing it is the Surf defense. Number 8, Jason Sarabin's been on this left side up in the front for Ballistic. They haven't been able to find him so far. Taking the throw will be number 4, Daughtry. They're working hard in this corner, and the ball goes out of bounds, and I believe it will be a corner kick for Ballistic. So the second corner kick of the game for Ballistic. They had one earlier. They've put 2 shots off, one off the crossbar, one off the post. And the one goal that they scored, that was Salvador Morales, put one far post. Maybe might have glanced off the post, but definitely was side netting. So the corner is taken, popped up into the air, and collected by Alex Baracchini. That was Kraus on the corner. Ball played out off the punt of Alex Baracchini. Throw-in taken here on this near side is Chris Lee. Blake looking for someone in the middle, and he finds him. Not a great shot, but I think it fooled the keeper. Not what he was anticipating. It was the Surf player on that far side who played the ball basically to his feet, and I think expecting a rip. Jeremy Stanley got set, but the ball kind of squirted off. That was 13, Jason Hill. Squirted off his foot and ended up going near post and just basically trickled in. So some good fortune for the Surf, and the bad fortune continues for Ballistic. Throw-in for Ballistic. That far side, Alex Kraus sending the ball in for a goal kick over the end line. Some Surf players getting warm, about to come in. Approaching the end of the first half here in this opening game of San Diego Surf Cup. This is boys under 10. Ballistic United Soccer Club against the San Diego Surf. McAtee working hard, but working hard as well is the Ballistic defense, and he plays it back to Lee, sending in the cross, but the Surf defense is doing a pretty good job of clearing it to the end line, to the touch line, excuse me. Substitution for the Surf coming on is number 2, Cameron Kahani, and number 8, Jack Tobin. Actually, just the one substitution. Kahani. Kraus working in the middle for Ballistic. And that is halftime. So an offensive first half for the Surf here in the opening game of the Surf Cup, boys under 10, San Diego Surf and the Ballistic United. It's Surf on top at halftime, 5-1. And the second half is about to get underway here. This is the San Diego Surf Cup boys under 10 matchup. The Ballistic United out of Northern California facing the San Diego Surf. It's 5-1 here at halftime. The Surf on top. Ballistic with the kickoff in white. So each coach with words to his team. The coach for the Ballistic United is Bert Wilkinson. Manager Lindley Payne, and the assistant is Brian Richardson. And the Surf will play the ball out. Goal kick for Ballistic. New keeper in net for the Ballistic. That's number 3, Matthew Powell, now in net. The coach for the Surf is Dave Curry, and the manager is Jody Landry. Matthew Powell able to collect that ball here early in the second half. Good punt up to the forward Colin Richardson. But the Surf defense able to push it up to the midfield, and we're going to get an offsides call. Blake McAtee left just a bit early past the last line of defense for Ballistic. Free kick will be taken by Sahit Menon. Trying to switch the field for Ballistic. Ball makes it all the way over to Stephen Doherty. And the ball makes its way into the corner, this near side corner, the right side for Ballistic. Played out by Surf defense. Richardson will take the throw. Trying to get a flick on it. Into the middle was Ballistic. But the ball is trying to get out of here. Surf trying to get it back into the midfield third. But still in their zone, throwing for Ballistic. Sending in the cross was Doherty. And now trying to counterattack all by himself. No one in support for Blake McAtee. Surf defense. The Ballistic defense plays it out of bounds. Throwing for the Surf, played into McAtee. Trying to play it into the middle to Cameron Kahani. Familiar with this left side, was left forward in the first half, now playing some left D for the Surf in the second. And that ball makes it over to the right side here. It's Jason Hill, 13 for the Surf on the left side. Ball squirts into the middle, but Ballistic defense clears it over to the touchline, saved by Kahani, and move forward, and ends up going off the Ballistic defender, Doherty. Surf just looking to McAtee right now, and a little chip in there, a little too strong. Jared Goldman, number 7 for the Surf, trying to find Chris Lee on the far side. So now the counterattack for Ballistic, that's number 2, Salvador Morales, who scored the first goal. the only goal for Ballistic in the first half. Tried to chip one either far post or find one of his teammates on a cross. The ball ends up going out the end line. Goal kick for Surf. So not too many attacking attempts for this Ballistic in the first half. Couple balls actually go off the post in the first half, their best opportunities, and also the goal. And the ball, the goal kick, played all the way, got past the last line of defense for Ballistic, and ending up with it is McAtee. But Zahit Menon able to keep it in over there. Goldman comes up with it, and now it ends up to Lee. Lee's going to take a shot from the top of the box and is going to go over the crossbar. I believe that's Lee's second shot going off the crossbar. I believe he had one in the first half. Having a tough time keeping it down. But there was a big boot from 11. That was Brian Aiken for the Surf. And there's another ball on the field. Taking care of it was 11, Colin Richardson. That ball coming on from the game adjacent to us. You can see them in the background. The goal facing our midfield here on field number 20. Still showing life is Ballistic, trying to push the ball up, but a turnover, giving it back to the Surf, but not too much in an attack. Trying to win the ball there was 11 Colin Richardson. It made it to Jackson, still on the right side, and kind of plays pinball over here on the sideline. They're going to give the throw to Ballistic. Moving him back will be the referee. It is a Ballistic throw-in. They just needed to move it back. Alex Kraus working in the middle. Number 9, Jackson still couldn't handle it, but good job by number 4, Doherty, keeping the ball in. Colin Richardson's going to take a shot, and it's going to hit the outside of the side netting, not touched by the keeper, Alex Barricchini. So a goal kick for the Surf after the shot by Colin Richardson sailed wide. A good rip trying to sneak it into that near post. Alex Barricchini was there to make the save, but the ball was just out of bounds. Doherty doing a real good job of keeping the ball in. And the ball makes it all the way up to Salvador Morales, who will take a left-footed rip. A half volley that'll sail just over the crossbar. So just these near misses for Ballistic thus far. Couple balls over the crossbar, couple balls hitting the crossbar, off the post. A few balls could have gone either way. And again, it's number 4 Doherty keeping the ball in the Surf half of the field. But it's going to be McAtee who's going to slip by right now into the middle. And the ball will actually slip through to Chris Lee. But good recovery runs to hit Menon. Able to come back across the field to dispossess number 12, Chris Lee. And the ball goes out the touchline for a Surf corner kick. This is the first corner kick in the game for the Surf. 2 corner kicks for Ballistic thus far. First one for the Surf, a right swinger. And the first look for Matthew Powell as a keeper, and the ball's going to make it to the top of the box, and the ball's going to be chipped over the keeper's head, Matthew Powell. I'm not sure he even saw it. And I believe it was Cameron Kahani able to chip the ball in at the top of the box. They moved him back from left forward to left defender. And the ball played in off the corner, not cleared out, ends up right at the feet of Kahani, and he's able to put it over the keeper, Matthew Powell. So that's the first goal in the second half. Surf now on top 6-1. This opening game, Morales working hard now in the left corner, sends the ball across, but it'll go out of bounds. The Ballistic have done a good job of putting the pressure on right after a Surf goal, but to no avail. 6-1 here. This is the opening game for these boys under 10 in the San Diego Surf Cup. Ballistic United and San Diego Surf. Ball played, the goal kick for the Surf. And trying to get something going here, working together is Colin Richardson. Drops it off to Morales, plays the ball to that far post again. No one there to put it away. Just misses that far post. Could have been a shot, but also, you know, making a far run. Just a little bit too late was Richardson and Jackson Still. The three of them, Still, Richardson, and Morales, working very well together, giving the Surf defense some trouble. And a substitution coming off is number 10, Blake McAtee, and number 4, Sean Howard, on for the Surf. Two new fresh legs. I believe Jack Tobin's entering the game. And really putting on the pressure, Ballistic doing a much better job this half of keeping it in the Surf zone. But then that leaves them vulnerable to the counterattack, and the Surf are pushing the ball up. Over there working was Jared Goldman, number 7. And he had some assistance. New player on for the Surf, that's number 16. Who's 16? Who's number 16?
Come here!
Ball out for a Ballistic throw. Ball played back to the thrower. You got Morales and Kraus working over there. And that 16's a new addition for the tournament for the Surf. Getting him some action here in the second half with the 6-1 lead. Kraus working hard in defense. Ball goes off him. He was working on 7, Jared Goldman, on the far side. 16, Alex, with the ball in the middle, playing it across the field to 13. That's Jason Hill for the Surf. Hill's going to drop it back to Kahani. Kahani with a couple goals and an assist. We're going to take one from long range, but easy enough for the keeper, Matthew Powell, the new keeper in the second half for Ballistic. And trying to get something going real quick here is Ballistic on a through ball played by Morales to Richardson, but played a little bit too strong, and Barachini able to collect it. Another long ball played in, goes over the head of the goalie Barachini, and it's Richardson who will sneak past the keeper on the ball that bounced over his head. The ball played in deep. That was number 6, Jeffrey Klee, sending a deep ball in, and no one really expecting it in the Surf defense, misjudged by the keeper Barachini. Ball plays a bounce over his head, and Richardson just runs right by him and able to get a piece of it and put it into the back of the net. 6-2 now, Surf lead. Substitution now. Off is Jackson Still, number 9. On is Jason Sarabin for the Ballistic United. Ball out of bounds will be a throw-in for Ballistic. So it's been Morales, Richardson working hard up there as forwards, and Jackson Still was part of that, but all the way back from defense was 6, Jeffrey Klee, able to make something happen and register an assist. And a substitution for Ballistic. Off is number 2, Salvador Morales, who has a goal in this game. On is number 7, Jared Siegel. Throwing for Ballistic. And somehow McAtee ends up with the ball, and he's going to squirt it over to Jeffrey Klee over on the far side. Klee's going to play it back to the far post. That's the left side. And I'm not sure if the new addition, 16, Alex, for the Surf got a piece of it, but I think they're going to give it to Chris Lee on a ball played across the face of the net. Matthew Powell had come out for the initial ball played across by McAtee, and trying to get back, overruns it. Not much he could do. He's coming back to the far side to play the ball, and it's Chris Lee able to put it back far post. So Ballistic trying to get things going quick off the kickoff, and working right there in the middle in the attack is Richardson again, who has the second goal. Ball's gonna go out of bounds for a throw-in. Jason Sarabin, the right forward, lets it go out. So Richardson's gonna play the ball into the middle, but collected by Barachini. Off the throw, all the way from defense, Doherty coming all the way up. Kraus, center midfielder, gonna strike one from long range. It's gonna glance off a Surf defender and end up in the hands of Barachini. Barachini with the punt just inside the midfield line. There's Alex there, number 16, and Blake McAtee working in the middle, and Alex is gonna end up with it. But a Ballistic defender able to get a piece of it. And that was 8, Jason Sarabin, who's been all up and down this near side, the right side for Ballistic. Substitution coming off is Colin Richardson. On is 13, Jeremy Stanley, played keeper in the first half. Throwing for Ballistic. The midfield for Ballistic and the defense for the Surf exchanging blows. Playing it back and forth, and finally a through ball played by Sahit Menon all the way to the keeper, Alex Barachini, with a punt up to his forward. But it's Sahit Menon able to get it to Seven Kraus, who's gonna play a through ball to, sorry, that was Seven Siegel playing the ball to Kraus. But Kraus got dispossessed right at the last minute by the Surf defense, not able to get a shot off. Trying to keep it in the Surf half of the field is the Ballistic defense. Doherty working on this right side. Coming in at the last second was 13, Jason Hill. Ballistic throw-in ends up to the Surf defense. No one really taking control for Ballistic in the midfield right now. Number 5 right there, Daniel Payne working in the middle. And no one really able to establish possession of the ball, but coming away with it is Alex, number 16, the new addition for the Surf in the tournament. Sahit Menon back in central defense for the Ballistic, done a good job back there, able to clear the ball back. A few of those goals came when Sahit was moved from the middle to the outside. So Sahit back in the middle. Score 6-2 here in the boys under 10 opening game. 7-2. There was a ball played in by Chris Lee in the second half. So 7-2, Surf lead. Throwing for the Surf, played up to their forward 16, Alex, and they're going to give him a corner kick. Last touch by a Ballistic defender. Taking the corner will be 7, Jared Goldman for the Surf. Right-footed in-swinger. The coach for the Surf, that's Dave Curry, asking for a player to go near post, see where the ball's played. It's played just into the middle and out over the end line by the Ballistic defense. I believe that was Jeremy Stanley, keeper of the first half, playing it out over the end line. So the Surf will do it again. Again, will be taken by Goldman, the right foot in-swinger. Here in the second half, it's 7-2. I think these are the first 2 corner kicks for the Surf, and the ball ends up in the hands of Matthew Powell. No enough for him to kick the ball to. Finally does deliver it to the keeper in the first half, Jeremy Stanley, who's going to head it on to number 8, Jason Sarabin, working on this right side. Some legs get tangled in the middle. Doherty gives it a rip from midfield, but plays just off his foot, the wet grass, giving these players some difficulty getting their footing down on their off foot and slipping off their shooting foot, as number 16, Alex, for the Surf will play the ball near post wide. Goal kick for Ballistic. The San Diego Surf Cup. George Langevin Productions here. Matt DePalma giving you the game. And Matthew Powell will be taking this goal kick here in the second half. Surf winning the ball in the air, and nothing the Ballistic defense could do but clear it out. That was Daniel Payne. So an uphill battle for the Ballistic team here, 7-2 in the second half, and if I had to guess, literally they are going uphill as this field slants from our right to left. Sometimes you have to go backward in order to go forward. The Surf playing the ball back all the way around, every defender touching it. Now the ball on the far side. And Ballistic trying to push it back onto the Surf side of the field. They're going to be rewarded with the throw-in. Jared Siegel working on the far side. Surf's going to play the ball through, and a last touch by number 5, Daniel Payne on Ballistic. Surf throw-in. Alex with the throw-in to 7, Goldman. And tries to play it back to Alex, but a great save there. Matthew Powell, is a 50-50 ball that Alex, the forward, number 16 for the Surf, ended up getting to first. But strong hands there by the new keeper, Matthew Powell, for Ballistic, and an offsides call on number 16, Alex, for the Surf. Gives it a rip anyway off the top corner of the woodwork. (7-2) here in San Diego on a very un-San Diego type of day. Been humid recently. I think we had some wetness. The field was damp to begin with. Should be drying out soon. But these morning games are going to be a little bit tricky for these players. Ballistic coming in from Pleasanton. Here it's been really hot and dry up there, so first time they've seen some wetness in a while. So out of the defensive third for the Surf, number 8, Jack Tobin, got dispossessed by the Ballistic, and a good turn there by Ballistic, number 7, Jared Siegel. But the ball was eventually cleared over to the far side. Wouldn't say cleared, but played over to the far side. No one there in some space. Daniel Payne trying to keep it in. And now in the middle of the field, no one really there to take possession of it. The ball squirts over to this near right side. And it's Griffin Theriot working against Jason Sarabin. And it will be the Surf throw-in. Sarabin with the throw-in to Alex, number 16. Ball played in the middle of Chris Lee. Lee trying to bring it down. And that's Daniel Payne, the Ballistic defender, moving it up, number 5. Will be taken away. Good teamwork there, Chris Lee. And some legs getting crossed up there, and they're gonna award a free kick for the Surf just outside the box. So some incidental contact, but the ref deeming it that advantage should have been given to the Surf, but since it was the Surf player that went down, they were rewarded with the free kick. So free kick for the Surf just outside the edge of the far side of the box. It's Goldman, the right outswinger, but the ball played right to the keeper's hands, number 3, Matthew Powell. And Powell trying to get something going. No one up there just yet. But I like the idea. That's how they scored their second goal, on a ball played up from defense and a misplay on this grass that could either slip a ball by, or in that case would have been a ball bouncing over the last defender. So the ball getting locked up here on this near side, and will come out. Played up by Ballistic defense. No one in the Ballistic attack to collect it. They're trying to play these long balls through. That's how they scored the second goal. Daniel Payne on the far side trying to get something going, and it's Sahit Menon. Just trying to stalemate Chris Lee over there. Daniel Payne comes up with it, and the ball will finally be put out by Jackson Still, who moved back from attack to defense. So the Surf defense looking to work the ball up on this near sideline. Ball played up to number 8, Jack Tobin, from number 5, Griffin Theriot, off a Ballistic defender for a Surf throw-in. Griffin with the throw-in to Goldman. And Goldman's going to send the ball through, but no Surf players there to receive it. Easy collection for Matthew Powell. Trying to play the ball up, but it's the Surf who seems to be winning just about every one of those balls played up. Those outlet balls from the keeper. But some good fortune for Ballistic, as it was number 13, Jeremy Stanley, who ended up with the ball in the box. The ball tried to be cleared by the Surf, but it's finally put away by number 10, Alex Kraus. So a quick counter on the outlet from Powell. And ending up with it, finally to put it away, was Alex Kraus. Jeremy Stanley, the keeper from the first half, had the ball in the box with his possession. I think he took a rip off one of the Surf defenders, and the ball ended up in the lap at the feet of number 10, Alex Kraus, who was able to put it away back to his far side. That was Barricchini's left side. And the score is now 7-3. And a quick attack here for the Surf, and just slipping by the keeper, Matthew Powell, scoring that number 8, Jack Tobin, on a quick attack off the kickoff for the Surf. And you always hear that you're most vulnerable right after you scored. Never truer than right now. And we've seen a few good attacks by both teams after goals. That's the first one coming. First goal coming after a goal, and that'll be the end of it. Scoring right at the end of the time was number 8, Jack Tobin, to make this a final of 8-3. 8-3, the final score here. San Diego Surf will take it in this boys under 10 match. The first match of the tournament, it was Ballistic United 3 and the San Diego Surf 8. For George Langevin Productions, I'm Matt DePalma. And here we are. This is George Langevin Productions. I'm Matt DePalma, and I'm here with the Ballistic United Soccer Club in their opening game of the San Diego Surf Cup. Boys under 10 team here, wearing all whites, and we got two players right here. Name, numbers, and positions, guys.
Jeffrey Cly, I'm number 6. I play defense.
I'm Jackson Still. I'm number 9, and I play left mid.
All right, a couple of players right here. You guys are from Pleasanton. It's up in Northern California. You gotta have a lot of downtime here in San Diego. Do you guys have any plans in between games that you're gonna do down here?
Not really. Play hotel tag.
Yeah, play hotel tag.
Hotel tag? You gonna be in on that?
Yeah.
All right, sounds like some good stuff. And you know, all the families are gonna see this. You want to give a shout out to anyone in particular? Anyone special you want to say hi to?
No thanks.
No one?
I like to say hi to my family. They're over there.
Oh, wait. My family and my dog, Lucy.
All right, it's families and a dog named Lucy. So for our two players here, we're going to move on to our next couple of players and find out a little bit more about them. All right, thanks, guys. All right, we got two more players here, George Langevin Productions. This is the Ballistic United. Names, numbers, and position, guys.
I'm Colin Richardson, number 11, and I'm center mid.
I'm Alex Kraus. I'm number 10, and I'm left mid.
All right, Alex and Chris, right? Colin, I knew that. Colin, you had a goal in the game, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, and did you have an assist in the game? You were part of something there that you guys put together. You had a goal, all right. Part of the 3 goals you guys scored in today's game. So you guys are going to be part of this hotel tag, I'm assuming. Any other kind of, no.
I'm not going.
You don't take part in the hotel tag. Is that like a Pleasanton thing? And
Well,
is that what you guys always do?
they want to do hotel tag, and they're going to waste all their energy. So.
They're going to waste all their energy playing hotel tag. So what do you plan on doing?
Resting.
Resting it for the next game? What time is that game?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. And what do you plan on doing?
Just swim in my pool and just relax.
Swim in your pool. Is there a pool at the hotel?
No, I'm staying at my family's house.
Okay, you got family here in San Diego. Any shout outs you want to give to? Any special people you want to say hello?
My family.
Family?
My grandparents.
Grandparents. All right, for Alex and Colin, let's get 2 more Ballistic players. 2 more players here from the Ballistic United Soccer Club out of Northern California. Who do we have here? Name, number, and position.
I'm Matthew Powell, number 3, and I play goalkeeper and midfield on the right. I'm Jeremy. I'm number 13. I play goalkeeper and midfield.
All right, both you guys got action in today's game. It's nice to see. Plans in San Diego while you're down here. Is this your first time down in San Diego?
No, I was just down here at USD for soccer camp. USD, and he was the same thing. And I've been here before, only once. Now this is my second time. Never been in the Surf Cup, so this is exciting.
All right, this is your guys' first time in the Surf Cup, I believe. Under 10s is the youngest age bracket here. So is this also your second time in San Diego?
Yeah.
And what do you plan on doing here other than resting and maybe some tag or whatever?
Swimming.
Swimming, a couple swimmers on the team. Was that camp you guys were at, was that a keeper camp or?
It was like players, field players and both, and you just learn basics and all that, so.
Right on. Any special shout outs you want to give right now?
Yeah, this dog we were babysitting last month, Raymond. Yeah.
You want to say hi to your family or anything?
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. 2 more Ballistic United soccer players. Let's get another 2. We got 2 more Ballistic United soccer players with us for George Langevin Productions. Name, number, and position, guys.
My name's Steven, and my number's 4, and I play defense on the right and the left.
My name's Jason. I'm number 8, and I played offense on the right and left.
All right, so you guys had your hands full in that game today, but you guys managed 3 goals. You got another game at 4 o'clock, I believe, this afternoon. Anything you're going to do between now and then?
Maybe swim and then like rest and watch some TV.
Yeah, you guys better rest before you go after you go swimming.
Swim.
I'm telling you guys, you need to rest after you go swimming. Swimming's good, it's good exercise, but you're going to need to rest. And I want some shout outs to your family and stuff. Who do you want to say hi to?
I'll say hi to my family.
My family.
All right, 2 more Ballistic United soccer players. Let's get another 2. Here we got 2 more Ballistic United soccer players. Name, number, and position.
Daniel Payne. I'm a defender, and I'm number 5. Salvador Morales, center mid.
All right, guys. So that was a loss, but you know you got something to look forward to. This is only your first time in the Surf Cup, so it can only get better from here. Daniel, you played defense and midfield today?
Just defense.
Just defense today. You guys did a really good job of locking up. They had a pretty good attack there. Just a couple went the other way. Between now and 4 o'clock, what do you plan to do to get ready for the next game?
Rest.
Just rest and get tough mentally. And what was your name again?
Salvador.
Salvador, that's right. You had the first goal of the game, a couple more shots. How are you gonna turn your 3 goals into a win in the next game?
I don't know.
All right, well, as a team, you guys played pretty well, and I expect you guys are going to do a whole lot better in your next game. But between now and then, have a good luck and say some shout-outs for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Mom.
To my family and to my dad for spending all the money.
All the money to come down to San Diego. All right, guys, let's get the last two Ballistic United players. We're here with our last two Ballistic United soccer players for some interviews. Name, number, and position, guys.
Sahit Menon, number 12. I play center defense.
Jared Siegel, number 7, center forward.
All right. Sid, I mentioned your name a lot. You had a lot to do back there in defense. They moved you from center, and I think they moved you to the outside in the middle of that first half. Kind of ran the show back there. Good job. So what are you guys going to do to, prevent, a great attack like that Surf team had in the next game?
Pull up, give them less space to work with.
Tighter man marking, good. And you were involved in one of the goals, I believe, had an assist right there. What are you going to do to get some more goals in the back of the net, up and forward?
Maybe pull up a little more and talk a little more to players.
Communication between the players is key. And I want some shout-outs for you last two. End it on a good note. Who do you want to say hi to?
My mom, my dad, cousin, brother, and grandparents.
That's good. Get them all in.
My family and especially my brother Adam.
All right, it's brother Adam. Well, for the Ballistic United, I'm Matt DePalma here with Sahit and Jared. I was going to say Jeremy, but it's Jared Siegel and Sahit. So we'll see you in the next game. You guys got a game at 4 o'clock. I'll be there to watch that. And for George Langevin Productions, thank you guys very much. Have a good rest of the tournament. Matt DePalma here for George Langevin Productions. This game's in the books. It was the San Diego Surf scoring 8 in the opening game of the tournament and the Ballistic 3. George Langevin Productions bringing you all the youth sports all around San Diego County and beyond. For George Langevin Productions, I'm Matt DePalma. Thanks for getting us.